Happy Tuesday, everybody. What's going on? Happy to be back on YouTube. Gonna do a little differently. Gonna talk about something that I see a lot and want to give my thoughts and opinions for whatever it's worth. Anyways, I see a lot of people talking about, oh, there's so much going on right now. Oh, la, 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 la. It's like, really? And I had some thoughts, my opinion on it. So, I kind of understand. I feel the same, have felt the same way in the past throughout my research. But where I am now, I'm much more calm and realize that what's going to help, what helped me was to cut out a lot of the noise. I wanted to basically get as much information as I could. I wanted to look at all of it. And I realized that it's just not possible to do that. And still still work the 40-hour work week and drive and commute, take care of kids. Depending on your kids' ages. Mine are older now, so it's a little easier, but still. 10-hour work day, and then I've got a minimum of 3 hours commuting, so I get a little bit of time to drive. That's where I do videos or audio whenever I can. So, but back on topic, what may help you, and like I said, I've done this, and I'm getting ready to do another phase of it. It's just start cutting out a lot of the distractions. Because there isn't much, we don't have much time in the afternoon or the evenings to, chill out online or whatever, look up things, do research, whatever you want to do. So you got to learn to cut out a lot of the noise, the extras, and the frills that just don't make sense, If you're in 30 groups, or I've even seen as high as 150 Facebook groups, you just don't have time for that. There's no way you can dedicate and learn anything of substantial information with that many groups. You just can't. There's not enough time in the world to do that by yourself. So, to me, is there, and where I'm out, besides my for sale groups in my area, I don't count those. I'm pretty sure I'm down to 3 groups. I don't think any of them are related. So it's just basically kind of like one group per topic. Maybe 4, I don't remember. It's definitely 4, the most. But, that's what I had to do and start cutting out YouTube channels. Especially the ones that, you kind of have always been, they're not telling you really. They're not telling you what you're looking for. They're telling you what you want to hear, or they're telling you just flat out bullshit and getting paid to do it at the same time. So now, I'm not saying that's everybody. There's quite a few good channels out there that do accept like Patreon and stuff, but they're not monetized through YouTube. They're not looking for that. I don't fault everybody who's looking for donations or anything, but the ones you do look at, the ones that are questionable, just Google them real quick. Look up blah, 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 and what's their first Google result? If it's their Patreon account, it's probably a good sign they're not there for your interest, or for to look out for you or give you what you may need to know. They may tell you what they want you to know, or what they will say so that they can stay monetized, or whatever, selling merchandise. You just got to be careful. Pay attention to what they say, Verify what they're saying. Look at what they're saying and actually look it up and see if they're talking real, or are they just throwing fluff at you. and taking your money at the same time. You know, they may give a half-truth. There's a lot of that too, half-truths. And then there's some that are just awful, and I'm going to call out one because I hate her guts, because she is the worst one of them, because so many people follow her, and it's just disgusting. The couple of videos I've watched, it's just unbelievable. And it's about, it was the wildfires in California. She's saying, and I'm going to say it, Claudia Albers, PhD. One of her papers, her scientific papers or theories or whatever the heck she calls them, she was saying magma was falling out of the sky, and that's what started some of the fires in California recently. That alone is enough to throw up a red flag. But yet she was saying pictures of the fires at night were orange because it was magma that started it, and it's orange because of that, rather than the firelight is lighting the smoke close by in red, because it's the color of fire. Logic did a great video on her, on that video specifically. That guy is pretty cool. He likes to debunk a couple people in the community that need it because they're just ridiculous. Oh. Public service announcement. Outdoor web cameras like the FAA cameras, or all your security cameras that you see around your government buildings and stuff, if you notice, they're all in protective plastic covers to prevent water damage to the camera. So all these orbs and strange crap you're seeing on there, you gotta remember there's a clear plastic lens in front of the camera lens. It's been scratched and swirled, and it has water spots. They're gonna give you all kinds of artifacts, so don't get sucked into that either. Alright, anyways, back to the canceling out the noise. Start weeding out the garbage. Hey, if that includes me and my group and my Facebook and my YouTube, so be it. That doesn't bother me one bit. Whatever floats your boat. We all have free will and free choice. So that's just my advice. Start cutting them down, and maybe, you know, do it again in 3 months. Just narrow it down and stick to people who are telling you facts and may or may not be motivated by money, or just people just are there for their, lie to you for their entertainment, like Eric Briggs troll on Facebook. He's getting paid, whatever. I just delete him with extreme prejudice. So anyways, in fact, next time he posts on my page, he's getting blocked because I don't even want him looking at it. I don't even want to have to look for his posts. And I suggest, in my opinion, you do the same thing on your YouTubes. But there's no point wasting time with a troll. You do not feed the trolls. You ignore them, and then they can't grow, and they can't get bigger, and they can't get traction because nobody's paying attention to them. Alright. Again, this is just my opinions, my thoughts. I hope you guys make sure I don't run out of gas. Keep an eye on that gas gauge for me, okay? Don't let me run out. Alright. I gotta get to my other topics. Mainly, you know, like I said, just cut out the garbage. Just get it down to a few groups or a few YouTube channels, you know. That way, when you are looking at the information, you're getting valuable information instead of a bunch of garbage. You know, so that way you got more time to research and learn things rather than just being a parrot and repeating everything, all the other garbage that's getting spewed out there. Another thing I've had another online community that I've run since 2007. It's a gaming clan. And I've had websites and forums. And basically, someone was talking about free speech earlier in the group, but that's great. I mean, we do have free speech, but we have free speech in the privacy of our own home, or with your buddy's property, who whatever, you guys can talk, whatever, that's great, private property, or in public. We all know we could go in public as well. But when it comes to the moment you accept the terms of service with a service like Facebook or YouTube or anything, you're basically saying you will behave a certain way. And you can, of course, say what you want, do what you want, as long as you follow those terms of service. But as long, that's what you gotta do. You gotta not violate them. But as soon as you do, guess what? I mean, you're gonna, whatever that company and situation is gonna do, but they have that right. So, the reason why I'm bringing that up is because, like I said, and I still have on this my website, I still have a forum up, even though we're going to be taking it down and just going with Discord, and even Discord applies. I registered for those forums. I'm the admin. I'm kind of the operator with quotation marks in the air, because I registered for it, created it, manage it. I'm the administrator. On that forum, I have full control over it. Meaning, if someone says something I don't like, I can delete it or do what I want with it, regardless of that person's free speech rights, because they registered, they accepted those terms of service. And that applies to Facebook. You go in a closed group or a private group, you accepted an invitation. I'm sure it's implied in their term, maybe not implied in Facebook's terms of service, you understanding that. Yeah, I'm sure it's not really spelled out, but basically you're accepting that. You're accepting that you do not have you understand that you may or may not have free speech in that private group. So, and don't misunderstand me that I'm saying I'm going to start doing that, or no. Catfish Glass Eye will remain as it has always been and will continue. So, but it's just a little tidbit that I understand as being a website owner, a forum owner, and now Facebook group owner. I can do what I want on there, and there's really nothing, as long as I'm not violating the terms of service, there's nothing you can do about it. I can defacing may be different, but delete your posts, as long as I follow terms of service. I can delete, with the tools that I have, I can delete you from that forum. And what you do outside is all you again. But again, that's just the way the world is. And that's how the corporations are censoring us, because we have to follow those terms of service to use their products. So it's free, and I'm not saying I'm against the Constitution. I'm all for it. I hate what some of the politicians are basically saying, that the Constitution needs to be thrown to the paper shredder, and no way. That person needs to be removed from office, in my opinion. But that's as far as we're going to go with politics in this video, or probably really ever. I don't know. But hey, who am I? I mean, my name's John. I'm a high school dropout. I quit school in 11th grade, got my GED a few weeks later. I work full time, but I've been around this freaking planet for 42 years, and I kind of figured out things were wrong in junior high and in high school, that things weren't right, and I didn't know what it was. I've slowly been trying to figure it out. You know, realizing school, it just wasn't for me. You know, so I got to work. Figure out I'm not gonna basically want to go to school anymore, so I'm gonna get to work. So that's what I did. But along that, I've learned different things, you know. And it was totally off topic, but throughout that whole time of me searching through different things, it's led me where I am today. You know, you don't have to listen to me, but people seem to think I may be somebody you might want to listen to. But then again, you know, that's their opinion too, and I do appreciate their opinions. It puts a smile on my face. So that's always a good thing in this time of day, this time of where we're at. Because we don't have much time left to learn and to figure out and be prepared. Because time is short. We don't know how long. I mean, I'm just nobody, so. But I have figured out quite a bit. You know, so. Alright. I think that's all I got for now. I'm sure about 30 seconds after I hit stop, I'll come up with the next thing. But, anyways, I hope everybody has a great Tuesday evening or Wednesday morning, depending where you are when you hear this. You know, prepare your heart. Connect to mom. That's what you need to work on. If anything, if you do nothing else, work on your heart magnet. Because that is the one thing that may provide us hope. And may is not even the right word. Because I do believe that what Eric says is true, without a doubt. I mean, why do you think I'm doing the research? So, and for my own confirmation, for my own peace of mind, I've confirmed a lot of things, and even helped him along the way. You know, I guess I'm now kind of a fact checker. But that's cool with me, because I get to learn from someone who's way smarter than me, and that's not always our goal. Is if we want to learn something, we gotta find people, surround ourselves with people that are smarter than us. Well, I guess that's the reason why I did the group too. That way, people who may not have anybody to talk to about these subjects, and this is a place where, I mean, because it is a closed group, people can talk without having to worry about all the noise out there and people saying this and people saying that. The parents of the freaking neighborhood, community. Oh, that's the other thing I got rid of groups. I just got so tired of looking at all of it. Even though we know there's so much crap out there. So, I guess this has kind of turned into a little bit of a testimony, and I guess I'm just gonna go with it because I'm not home yet, so screw it. I guess I'm just gonna blurb it all out. I grew up in a very religious household. Never had a choice of whether I was gonna go or not, to go to church every Sunday. And so when I finally got the choice, it was hell no, I'm not going. So maybe my instinct that things were wrong started even younger than junior high. Well, junior high would be about right with church. I was getting older and I just didn't like it. You know, I thought anybody who wanted money was. And then, of course, I learned that churches are businesses as well. So just like everything else in this world, it's all corporations. So, But now, so I've always been, totally anti-religion, which I'm still totally anti-religion, but I have become more spiritual in my path, and things are tying together, all the pieces are kind of falling together, especially recently. Learning from Scientific Lee and the Magnet, that just did it for me lately. And just pieced everything together, knowing how everything really works. The real foundations and not everything they freaking told us from kindergarten on. So it's a good relief, to understand that. So I don't really care whether you think I'm fucking crazy, but that's the way I am. I like to be around like-minded people who understand that there is a better understanding of the world, and we now have the facts of how things really work, so that we can forget the garbage out there and filter it out and relearn. You gotta grow and you gotta keep learning, and that's basically what I'm doing. Keep learning, but my subjects have changed throughout time. Right now, where we're at. With Ra and Horus, we live in a trinary system. Ra and Horus are bringing their planets and moons with them. We see them every day, one way or another. I just remember one of those great topics I've always wanted to talk about, but never remember. This ties in perfect. Alright, so anybody who's been around Eric or me or Catfish Glass Eye Group knows that we look at tools online. ISWA, SWPC, all kinds of things. Schumann resonance. And everyone says this and that, or no, it's this and this. But when it boils down to it, you say electricity goes away, which at some point it will. All that stuff goes away. None of it will matter, because it'll all be gone. But what you can always remember is you can walk out your door day and night and see that the moon is doing, in the northern hemisphere, clockwise cartwheels, counterclockwise in the southern hemisphere, at 15 degrees an hour. And know, just that alone, and know that there is something wrong. It doesn't matter what those tools say. It doesn't matter what Joe Blow said. I've always wanted to do that. Including what John Blow says. You can walk out your door, look at the moon, go back in your door, and come back out 3 hours later, and you're going to see that it rotated about 45 to 60 degrees in that time, depending which direction where you are on this planet. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. I watch it every day, and no one is going to convince me otherwise until I see it stop doing it myself. I can walk out my door and I can see the electric haze out along the horizon that's thick and is now over top of our head, thinly, but it's there. It wasn't there 2 years ago. The red sunrises and red sunsets was not here 2 years ago. And it happens every day. And it ain't iron oxide, because it happens all over the world every day. So how can it be just one pocket of iron oxide, or even in a few areas here and there, or maybe even a freaking hemisphere? But it does it everywhere, all over the globe, every day. So, undeniable. It's the other thing. Well, we can pull out our compass. We can see that the freaking sun is wobbling. I've even seen personally up to 8 degrees difference in one day, 24-hour period. Sunrise to sunrise, 8 degrees. And the sun should only move, I believe, it's about 1 degree a week. It only moves 22 degrees a year as the Earth tilts. So, unless the magnetic field is moving enough to affect my compass 8 degrees, or the Earth is wobbling around, because the sun is telling us, and you can do the same thing with the moon. So you got to remember, electricity goes away. It's like you can still just go outside and look at the evidence. It's right in front of your face. You just got to get from behind your computer screen and go outside and look. I mean, it's sad how many people don't understand how the phases of the moon work. They'll argue with me about the moon cartwheeling, saying, no, that's normal because the moon is this and that. Well, sorry, maybe you should go on Wikipedia or the million other websites the same. Explain how the moon phases work. Then come back and try to allow me to explain the cartwheel situation to you. But hey, I don't know. Well, I'm almost home, like 30 seconds out. So, again, do your own research. Don't believe me. I'm just a high school dropout. The high school dropout has figured out quite a bit of information that I would love to share with you, and willing to teach you how to do it and understand it or whatever. I will do my best for you. And the information will always remain free. I know Eric and I will never ask for money. So, well, there you go. You saw it yourself. I put the car in park. I'm putting park on this video. I hope you all have a good day. I'm going to go walk inside and eat dinner. Look at a couple websites. Take a shower and go to bed. So, enjoy. Bye.